Sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a strong 2-0 start to begin the 2026 campaign. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
To throw is Nix.
And he will find his man in the end route. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
Throwing Nix. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You talk about this Jets defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Next to the air. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
8 carries, 64 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing, Cook. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now Cook.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Jets.
Looking to throw. Cook. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8.
Second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Off the play fake. Cook. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off play action. Cook.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards on the play. And the Jets first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. As they They've got it as we resume action.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
At the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Nix from the shotgun.
Got a man open. It's Sutton.
And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
It's a pickup of 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll run it here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll go play action with Nix.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Brian Robinson Jr.,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
They'll give to Hall.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Cook.
Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big play.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
Looking to put a drive together.
Turnover on downs.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
To throw, here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
4 yards.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing on second down, Cook. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Jets first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
They go play action here on first down.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 3 at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Running left, it's Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 10.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Looking to put a drive together.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Brees Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Nix. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims,
60 yards.
and the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
Broncos 17.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Jets taking over again. Brees Hall making his way out with the offense.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Off the play fake. Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 5. 68 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Nix. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They're going. It's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Hall on a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Hall again on 2nd down. Loose inside the 30. Brees Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Brees Hall
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to him and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hold on, son. Ready. Ready.
To throw is Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Robinson up the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Hold on, son.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
3
play.
points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hold on, son.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions. To play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
For the left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Marvin Mims
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
What's good on the extra point? And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So the Jets now down by 10, a minute 13 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Flacco.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jets. 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Flacco.
1st down, Jets.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Smith. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and goal, Jets.
Here's Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And they'll make sure he's touched down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away.